Oh, so basically, and for anyone watching, we just started recording this. This is the middle of a conversation right about jujitsu, and I'm going to try to carry the conversation on as much as I can, as though there's no one watching. Um, basically, yeah, like you can just do the movement drills if you're in really good shape, which you can get by doing kettlebells and the calisthenics and walking. Then and like remaining active and grappling, but you don't even need to remain that active because it comes back pretty quickly if you don't overtrain yourself. Basically, um, you just escape everything and then only engage on your terms and then quickly get to the back or a pin, and then you just spend all your time either escaping or working from top pins. So then you just get ridiculously experienced at attacking people's backs and top pins. And that's the way to get good at jujitsu because ultimately you can just give up your back to escape everything. And black belts know this. So they just give up their back to escape everything. And then because you have no time on their back and they're not tired, they just immediately escape the back again and then they're fine. So you have to solve that problem by making them tired and then just giving yourself tons of time attacking the backs of experienced people. And the only way to do that is ultimately by doing solo drills and movement drills and escapes and these sorts of things with proper posture, while doing a really solid athletic training program for ages, walking barefoot, all the mobility stuff, not getting injured. And I mean, at least for me right now, I mean, well, no, I mean, I'll talk as though there's no one watching. I mean, I just believe fundamentally this is just what you got to do. I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, you gonna like wrestle it out in half guard with these freaking crazy people who are gonna leg lock you and rip your leg apart? Like, I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to like engage with these people in neutral and give them underhooks and overhooks and let them throw me on my freaking ass and like I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna stay on the outside, deny you control of my armpits, and just move around, exposing your weaknesses until I notice something I can really take advantage of, or you get tired, or both. And then I'm just gonna keep doing this until you're really fatigued. And if that's not working, I'll let you initiate something just to kind of lead you on a wild goose chase where I basically just keep on denying you anything by just defending and doing these movement drills. Because it's like, yeah, like once I start to escape, I could go establish guard, or I could just continue moving independently of your body and then disengage and re-engage on my own terms and just continue to do that because I'm really good at doing that. And you're tired because you're not. Like, you're expecting me to continuously engage on your terms, and I'm just not going to do that because engaging on your opponent's terms is the surest way to lose every single time. So that's
Yeah, I just
and then, but
today
I have one
I
more
was
thing to
at
add
open.
though. I have one more thing to add. One more thing to add. All the time I spent at BTT doing like not doing exactly what I'm describing here honestly didn't improve my game one iota. Um, because at the end of the day, it's just attacks from the back and the ability to escape. And like nothing else really matters in jujitsu. Like I honestly like all this stuff people do where they're like, and then like it just so much of it is. I mean, if you're trying to like, it doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, it just like literally doesn't make any sense to me. It seems like it's just like a giant smoke show. And then also, I'll just put this out there, and then I'm also expecting that as soon as this starts gaining any popularity and the black belts in the area
Give me a
start
second.
seeing that I'm
Keep going.
saying this, that they're gonna all try to beat the crap out of me on
Okay, so
No, so I'm almost done. I'm almost done. So
oh, you're supposed
basically,
to
though,
continue
by
talking.
me declaring this online, I'm also expecting that I'm just putting a giant target on my head. So now all the open mats I go to, there's going to be even more people trying to injure me than there were before. And like I've had like they take me out for like 6 months. Like this dude at BTT just threw me on my groin. It's some like 260 pound, like 300 pound, like just huge dude, just huge, big 6 foot something fat dude. Just decided like I was kind of going light with him. He just Uchimadas me onto my groin, puts his full weight on me, freaking like takes me out for like 6 months. And I'm just like he's a fucking dickhead. Like what a fucking dickhead. Like he just did that for no fucking reason. And then like I know you don't need that many like injuries like that to ruin your career. I'm lucky that there was nothing permanent. Um, most jiu-jitsu black belts I've talked to have like a laundry list of nagging permanent injuries. Basically, I don't trust any of these people for shit. The sport attracts a ton of psychopaths as well as great people. I'm not going to give anyone the chance to injure me, nor do I need to. And I've just reached a level of experience where I can just simply run this program and then go to open mats and grappling industries, milk people for XP, and then ultimately make an ADCC run when I feel like I'm ready. And the mere fact that I'm talking about this openly means I have to be ready for people to try to injure me because they're going to convince themselves that I'm arrogant and that I need them to break my body because they're fucking psychopaths. And it only takes one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it only takes one. Like, I'm not saying the sport's rife with these people, but like, it only takes one. So I'm just of the opinion that my brother and I should only train with trusted people, which is currently just him and I. And then I have other friends that aren't training currently, but if they were, they would fit that bill. But yeah, and then I think we just go to open mats and milk people for XP. Like, I mean, that's really like what it is. And if we're in a bad position, work the solo drills, get to a good position, and then just start experimenting with attack sequences that we drill in the basement while we work on our fitness, and then just do this for fitness like twice a week. Like, it's really um I don't know. I mean, I think this is just the future of jujitsu, and I think that ultimately it's going to be an interesting run of it. But I think that I run a strong risk by doing this because there's a lot of crazy people in the jiu-jitsu community who will look at us with our 22 years of grappling experience between us, or like 20 years. I mean, I've got like 11 years of grappling experience competitively, and you've got however many you've got, like 8. So it's like 19
Almost
years,
10.
about 10. So like it's
Almost.
like yeah, so that's like 20 years of experience between the two of us. They look at both of us and then be like, well, you both have blue belts, so therefore you haven't spent like enough time brown nosing or whatever, so therefore we deserve to have our shit broken. I mean, like you've had this experience, like literally like at I now I'm talking to the audience again, but I mean it's just the same thing. It's like this is just the way it is. This is yeah, it's just the way it is. So ultimately, and then ultimately, I don't plan on using steroids, so I could just do a lot of kettlebells and hiking and stuff, eat really well. But yeah, I mean, I think that's what we do. And you should just go to Pentucket Wrestling, work stuff there. Teaching is really useful. I think like we're gonna do a lot of stuff on YouTube with jujitsu, like teaching people jujitsu basics that they can do because the fact that we're teaching it will make us learn it at a higher level, which will make us better at it. And at the end of the day, we could just attract enough of an audience that when we go to people's jujitsu gyms, they're like, oh, great, it's the young brothers. They're going to teach us some cool stuff, and our gym will look good because we have them and not we have to injure them because they make me feel insecure. And
I
like,
mean, that's what
that's
I do
just
right
sort
now
of,
when I go to colleges and I will show up and I'm just, hey, yeah, I live in the area. Showing up to assistant coach. And they're like, cool. And then they roll with you. And they're like, oh, can you teach me stuff? And once you beat the shit out of them,
you have to.
Yeah. Well, it's the only way. As someone who went undefeated in senior year and was super fucking cocky, getting my ass handed to me by a 50-year-old coach was the only thing that made me think, oh, I don't know it all. Teach me.
Yeah,
I mean, unless you're traveling like out of New England or like literally on an airplane, it's in a couple years you can become the best in your area, especially for wrestling.
yeah,
Especially in high school when you're not necessarily wrestling against college kids.
yeah. I mean, there's not that many elite grapplers in ridiculously good shape in an area at any given point in time.
Yeah,
Like
so
maybe a dozen within, like there's like a dozen to a few dozen within driving distance, unless you're in like Boston or something. But even then, it's like there's like 3 dozen, 4 dozen. It's like the Brown Wrestling Club was really not that populated. But basically, I mean, I want to keep the call productive because I think that like I have this tendency to just talk because I know the audience doesn't know what I know, so I can just talk about that. But I want to focus on the more relevant information, which is what you don't know that I know, or what I don't know that you know. So I think that, I mean, that's just the real thing that I want to emphasize for our training because you went to Primal today is like, I don't want either of us just because of like how tight time constraints are with like business and like my health and um like my health's improving, but just given the time constraints on everything, I we can't really afford injuries. It would just really suck. Like if you tore your ACL, that would like fucking suck. And I think like jujitsu has like like one of the highest injury rates of like any sport. It's like ridiculous. The injury rate in jujitsu is absurd. It is absurd. So I think the only solution to that is, and given that like when we go to these gyms, like ultimately I don't want to play their game. I don't want to engage on their terms because that's not going to help me practice my game. Like we have to be so good at it that
and for
they
those who
don't
don't
have
know, when
any.
you go to the gyms, you'll go against a couple of the guys, and then they'll each gym typically has like an enforcer type person, where
Yeah.
once they see you beat like three of their guys, this guy's gonna come up to you and he's gonna say, "Oh, do you want to roll? Like, let's roll," and then you're gonna roll with him, and he's gonna try as hard as he possibly can to injure you.
Or at least smash your ego if he's good. Like good, but again though, there's a lot of like
But this is like multiple gyms in the area I've been to, where after you beat a
it's
couple of
just
the guys, they like I don't know if they purposely send it over or if the guy just has like, oh, this is my role I need to play, so I'm valuable to the gym. But they'll just try to injure you.
no, they'll send him over. I remember when I was at
And it's how I sprained my
NESF.
thumb. And I was out for a couple months.
When I was at NESF in Amherst, I like NESF. I'm a big fan of NESF, and then Boston Submission Fighting now it's called because they have two rules, which is one is no ego if you're caught tap, and two is keep your training partner safe. And I remember I asked Dave Roy about finishing submissions, and he was like, "Yeah, you just don't do that here. Like, you don't need to. Like, you just control the position through the transitions, and that's sufficient. Like, you don't like why would you injure? Like, his finishing submissions is just injuring people. Like, you don't need to do that in the gym. It's just like there's really
I tap
okay,
quick
so I
enough
like
that I
that.
never get to that
But
point.
like they'll like yeah, it's crazy. Like they'll just try to injure you. Like and it's a but at NESF though, it was the same thing though. They had this guy who was a wrestler come in he was like beating up the white belts. So Dave Roy had me go like beat him up. Like not injure him, but like he was just like just go hold him down for like 40 minutes straight because they didn't have timed rounds. So I just like I was like, okay, that's fun. Like I'll just go and like kind of like bully this person. And there's a lot of that in jujitsu because again, like jujitsu is a business model. This is one reason I have to like protect myself in some ways. I don't think this is bad for jujitsu by any stretch of the imagination. I think it's good for jujitsu, but I think people are small minded and alcoholics. and are incapable of nuanced thinking and will see some clip of me talking about something and think that he's using big words so that they need to like try to break my body. I have no faith. No faith. Like why have faith? You know, I'd rather be pleasantly surprised than continuously disappointed. So basically I just only want us to do roles that are filmed at gyms where like when he's rolling, I'm not rolling, and when I'm rolling, he's not rolling, the other one's filming. So there's a sort of element of like, and then we just practice not allowing our opponents to engage with us on their terms, and then only working from positions of dominance while not conceding anything.
Yeah, like when
And then
when
if
I
anyone tries
sat
any
down
funny
today,
business,
I just went and I wasn't playing his seed game, so I just kept trying to pass, and we spent the whole time with him seated and me trying to circle around him without trying to necessarily pass through his guard. Cause I'm like, I'm fine. I know exactly. He's gonna do. He's gonna try to give me like a Dead Orchard and Octopus guy, I think it is, where he brings the feet like right here to his face. Because dude's crazy flexible. Like he pretend this is my foot. He can bring his foot like this, like knee up, twist in like to his chest, and he tries to
yeah,
trap your arms. I'm like, I'm just not playing that. I know where it goes. I'm like,
yeah, yeah. I mean,
I don't care if he says anything because he's like, "Oh, you're not engaging." No, I'm engaging. I'm circling around. I'm staying in the middle of the mat. I'm not running away, but I mean, at the same time, you could also get off your fucking ass and like wrestle me. So we're both not
yeah, like,
engaging with other one's game.
yeah, like you just don't like again because and that's sort of like that's the easiest way to stall out people. I mean, it's like there's this sort of gentleman's agreement in jujitsu that like you're gonna play guard and I'm gonna try to pass or something, and
Nope.
it's like I'll just stand up. Like it, and I've done the whole thing. Like I made myself only play guard for 2 years. Like I've been down, I've done this shit. Like I've literally made myself only play guard for 2 years. And I got a great guard. Like my guard's fucking excellent. Like it's just top notch. And I've learned that I don't really like playing guard. Like I can just I move through the position all the time. But like I'm just my body type and personality type and the way I think about this game is not suited to work with guard. So I just use guard to enter on like single legs, double legs, back takes, or I just stand up and then like I mean again, it's like you've gotta impose your game on me, and I'm just gonna move around, disengage, and get you tired. And then if you want to stop engaging, then I have my game that I then initiate, that I then work from the point where you stop engaging. Like there's a certain point where you just stop wanting to engage with me because nothing you're doing is working. And at that point, I start implementing my game. And that's when I start picking apart your movement. I start making you step in ways you're not used to. And I'm a fucking annoying pain in the ass. And I think a bunch of people are going to try to break my body because they already have, because they don't like that I beat them. And I'm just really kind of done with playing everyone's game. I'm done with playing the game of the medical system
I mean,
that's failed to treat my insomnia. I'm done with playing the game of the academic system that claims to be the gatekeeper to authority. I'm done with playing the game of business where you have to go fucking private equity, venture capital, and give up like parts of your business and stuff to get like this shit. I'm like done playing these fucking games. I'm done playing the fucking corporate. Like I'm done trying to engage with people on their terms because that's how they win and not me. So I'm just taking an all systems approach to working my strengths to build systems predicated on them. And if you're watching this video at this point in time, then you're one of like 0.5% of people because most people just watch my shorts and I've already mapped the rate of engagement that people have for my YouTube videos so that I can literally control my public image to a very large degree based off of knowing that people will watch certain videos to certain points and not other videos to other points. So I layer information in based on that so that I just structured this thing planning on people trying to cancel me, planning on people trying to ridicule me, planning on people trying to invalidate what I'm saying or dismantle my credibility or any of these things. I've just kind of baked all these things into a system um, whereby the more they try to impose their game on me, the more that they will simply engage with me on my own terms. And then if everyone just leaves me the fuck alone, then I'm happy to continue just growing at my own rate. and building that. And that's kind of like, I think that's why I think jujitsu is going to save the world, because it's ultimately the only way of thinking that allows you to confront sheer chaos and triumph. At least when you build it on survival and mobility and like the ability to practice more. I mean, that's the real thing is how much time can you spend practicing attacking the back of experienced people while they're tired and you're not? And
The best way to do that is by opening up your own school.
I don't even think so. Like, I think we could just do it at open mats. And then if we get to the point where people are prosecuting us to the point where we can't do it at open mats, we'll have enough traction to the point where we could just open our own school. But it would be predicated on these ideas because I think the real way to do it is ultimately just to like pursue truth. Like, I think it's really just the pursuit of truth. And if you can pursue truth better than other people, then you'll win. So, like, I don't really like if I like I've had to make peace with the fact like if I lose the ADCC because I taught people my game too well, I'm okay with it because at least it's my game winning the ADCC. Like I'd rather see my ideas succeed than me. And I think if you'd rather see your ideas succeed than you, then I think that's when you can achieve a really high level of success, at least maybe for certain kinds of people. Um, but I ultimately, yeah, I mean, like getting your own school, exactly. I mean, that's kind of like even what I'm doing with you is the same thing that like Sean Melanson and Adam West are doing, at least, or Alex West are doing, to my knowledge. If they're watching this, you guys are both great. Love you both. Think you're doing great work. I'm just trying to describe reality as I see it. Yeah, but basically a call from potential spam. I think it's just people trying to record my voice to make weird AI videos of me. But
They have enough footage of that on YouTube, so
yeah, I don't know why they're doing that, but whenever I answer, it's no one talking. So, but basically though, that's what I'm doing with you is I basically have all these ideas about jujitsu that I've built up largely again by training other people. I've kind of always done this where like I've just started coaching people less experienced than myself. And it's like really helped me because having to explain what I'm doing in wrestling or jujitsu, and this would even be to the point of like, I would tell opponents I was going to wrestle about my game plan because I want them thinking about my game plan and not theirs. Because it's just, I'm just sort of like, I don't know, like I kind of lack the belief that I could trick people very well, or at least the idea that I could trick people consistently. So I kind of think that like the only way to really get good at combat sports is for me to tell you what I'm going to do and then do it anyway. Because if the fact that if I can tell you what I'm going to do and that alone prevents me from doing it, then the odds that I'm going to be able to do that thing at a world championship level are slim to none. They're just like zero. It's like, why would I like it doesn't make any sense. It's like if I could go to someone who doesn't do my game all the time, or even who does, it's like I should be doing my game more than they're doing their game. And I do that through calisthenics throughout the day, walking throughout the day, meditating and thinking about this, journaling about it, doing solo drills, thinking about it, drilling it, testing ideas. And I've really like tested ideas and taught people all these ideas and stuff so much so that I kind of like I have a method that works for me. I have a game. And people always say, "Oh, well, you should just abandon your A game and learn other stuff." And I would say to them, "Wouldn't you love that? Because then you'd have an easier time beating me." Because I think the whole thing's just an intimidation game. At the end of the day, like submissions don't result from weird, intricate sequences of moves. Submissions result from tiring your opponent out by pinning and flattening. Like that's it. You know what I mean? It's like the less I can get you to think about that and the more I can get you to think about fancy arm bars, the better. Because frankly, all I do is I pin you and flatten you, and then I attack your neck, and then you expose your arm because I'm attacking your neck. And I just do this again and again and again and again until I'm way better at it than you are at defending it. And then I just train all the physical attributes that support that. And then I practice escaping every other position so that I get more time just pinning you. And now you're really good at a whole bunch of stuff that you never get to do against me. It's great for me. And they'll convince you that that's not real jujitsu, but like at the end of the day, I don't really care because like the mat never lies. And that's why I like jujitsu, but I think a whole bunch of psychos are going to try to injure us in the process. So I think that we have to like film all of our rounds because if people know that we have YouTube channels that have jujitsu rounds posted to them that people watch and that we're filming the round, they're less likely to try shady shit to injure us and take us out of jealousy because then
I don't necessarily know
we
about
just put
that.
it up on YouTube. And again, if we get banned from the gyms, we could just make videos about that too. It's like it's sort of like the bully pulpit from like Teddy Roosevelt's presidency, where like the presidency really didn't have any power at that point in time, but he would use the presidency to draw attention to issues because the fact that the president was talking about something, like he would be like, I'm going to go visit the meat houses that are like not sanitary. And then I'm just going to talk about it outside and the press is going to cover this because I'm the president and it'll sell. And therefore he would like bully corporations. He kind of just bullied the United States into compliance with his agenda, which is good for the country because there's a lot of corruption. So I think that that's sort of like the power of YouTube. And then if we get banned from YouTube, we just literally like I should be keeping a video library of your videos. You should be keeping a video library of my videos. We just re-upload everything because there's a lot of value in all these videos we're uploading to YouTube. And because it's the whole story of how we did all this, if we just keep that there, then the mere fact that someone could theoretically go back and trace the entire story lends it the credibility necessary for us to be as boisterous as we need to be. Um, so we just have that. We keep that video library saved in a variety of different places as we continue to add to it.
One thing I was wondering about is for the titles of the video, should we be titling this something like if we just go conference call number one, two, three, four, five, six. I
I
mean,
don't think
not.
it matters. I mean, we can title like I just go for repetition. Like I think
I
that
mean,
like
how would someone
ultimately
know what's covered in the video and just know if they want to watch it unless we put something in the video
this is
saying
my
what's
basic
covered?
premise is that when we're good at articulating things, we'll make the videos intentionally. But if we're not making the videos intentionally, then let's just treat it like reps and like whoever makes the most clay pots makes the best clay pots. And then I just want to focus on living our lives as radically and as like interestingly and as like like in as erudite a way as possible. So we're continuously self-educating and implementing the products of our self-education such that um merely watching us talk is more informative than a college course, and watching a course of ours changes your life, and reading a book of ours inspires a new religion. You know what I mean? I'm like, we could always just be more articulate. And at the end of the day, people make YouTube like the majority of content on YouTube is cuts of other people, is other people cutting other people talking.
It's
Like
easier.
that's so it's like I just anticipate like that's really why Andrew Tate was able to rise to power anyway. Like I anticipate, like I honestly think that, and then I would even add that like there's so few people that understand how YouTube works, myself included. But I think I have some inkling of my own not understanding. So I'm approaching it with the humility of someone who wants to figure it out rather than the arrogance of someone who thinks he can use it for marketing. Not that I haven't tried, it just didn't work, and I'm not stupid enough to continue doing something that doesn't work. So basically, we create this massive video library that we ourselves don't even fully understand, and we just keep it because it's like we don't understand it, so we keep it. We make sure it can't be deleted or whatever. So now we have the videos that can't be deleted, all the shorts, all the videos, everything. You should go back up my shorts and live streams today or something, whatever you didn't back up last time. Um, and I'll get you the memory sticks. But like that's a high priority because if we're uncancelable, like if they can't cancel us, if them deleting our YouTube channel simply enables us to go on Rumble and talk about how YouTube is corrupt and no longer the fountainhead of truth that everyone thinks it is, then I can make 20 videos a day about why Rumble's superior on Rumble, become the most watched person on Rumble, make the Rumble platform itself more popular than it is. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like at the end of the day, YouTube isn't the reason video is popular. Video is popular because the technology enables communication and storage of information at an unprecedented level. So therefore, we can just capitalize on that, keep the video library, and then wherever the video library is, at some point we'll have so much. Like at some point, like let's say when we have 1 million followers, people will want to know what other people think about us. So other people will dedicate channels to just chopping up our videos. Like they'll chop this up and they'll explain for us what we're doing here. Like we don't even have to explain what we're doing. Someone else will just explain it for us because they'll be like, if I talk about Devin and Jason, I'll get views. Like that's the point. You know what I'm saying? Like once you get to that point, you're literally uncancelable. And if at that point we have enough momentum to create incentive structures that make it difficult to assassinate us, then we're basically bulletproof. Um, I mean, I think that's really the thing is like once you achieve that level of notoriety, and the main thing that we can do to keep that is the video library, because video is never going away. Even if they ban us from everything, we can make freaking stick figure content that isn't associated with us and
There's,
then just
I mean,
direct
there are
people
YouTube
to an
channels of people
unrelated
that just like put a
website.
mask on.
Yeah, exactly. And then at some point we just direct people to an
I,
unrelated
dude, we could
website
literally
that
do
links all our
this whole
content.
thing with like I'll have a cat emoji on my head. You'll have another cat emoji on your head, and I'll edit the software a little bit to mod the voice slightly.
Yeah, and then we make the entire channel about censorship, and then we literally at 1 million subscribers, we just direct them to the preview to like a link that has all of our previous videos on it, and say, now that we're super popular, go tell our story by cutting all these videos up and showing the world how it happened. And now at that point, there's like 20,000 replicas of our video library everywhere across the internet. Like good fucking luck. And now people are like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and then the
Yeah.
bottles, like the physical bottles or supplements are going to be out there physically. It's like there's going to be so much physical, like that's why I want to have physical printed books out there. Like there's just going to be so much physical shit directing people toward our stuff. And then also so many people profiting from our businesses that it's not going to make any sense. Like it's going to be like, how could you cancel them? Like you couldn't even do it. It would make them more money. You wouldn't even be able to assassinate them. Even if you were successful, which you wouldn't be, it would just piss off a bunch of people in power and then you get killed. And everyone's profiting anyway by leaving these people alone. And that's it. Like you just create a really solid incentive structure to not get murdered like Charlie Kirk while talking about it on the internet because this is World War III. They fucking shot a dude. Come on, are you paying attention? Like I don't know. I mean, this is in jujitsu is how we're gonna win World War III. So I have to pursue the ultimate jujitsu while doing that in my life as well because
Can
this
you
is
not on
like
the video?
what?
Can you not hit that on the video? I don't want like they can age restrict content for that.
It's just a nebulizer.
Yeah, can you, just not on the video.
Yeah, like move the thing or whatever. But basically, though, I mean,
Go go.
I don't even think that matters because like, I have videos I've uploaded that got blocked for having copyrighted content in them, and I'm just leaving those up anyway to see if YouTube randomly unblocks my videos, just because I'm studying the behavior of YouTube. Because, like, again, it's like jujitsu. It's like if I make my online presence about
I mean, as
studying
long
the
as you don't
effects of
monetize
the
the videos, you I don't think. Well, I mean, YouTube can always just arbitrarily do whatever the hell they want to do, but as
that's
long
the
as you don't
point.
monetize the video, it's not like it's all educational purposes only, non-commercial.
But as long as they can't take away the video library, we have the
Yeah, I'll
documentation.
work on that code to I wrote a code, it downloaded half his videos. I need to edit the code. We'll download the other half. I don't know why it skips them.
It's whatever. It's probably because they're shorts or live streams. But basically, um, yeah, I mean, basically though, that's the real thing. Is like once we have the video library, it's like we just create a scenario where you basically have to kill us. But then what we do is once we're reaching that point, we're gonna have to get really paranoid, probably before we even start reaching that point. I might have already done it. You really have no idea. Um, I definitely never. So basically, because like I think honestly, like the real checkmate, like the real fucking gotcha is like if we catch an assassination attempt on camera and they totally fuck it up. Like if someone tries to assassinate us for real and they look stupid, and then like we can we turn that into an expose. I mean, even the fact that I'm talking about this, I want to make people who would study me in order to do this afraid to do it, that it because it would simply further the ends they mean to stop. Because at the end of the day, like human inattention is a weapon. So because people aren't paying attention to us, I can build this in the background. And by the time they start paying attention to us, I'll already be well on the way to doing it with an educated audience of people who are invested in me continuing to do that, which would provide me with the inertia that I could like. It's very useful for a lot of reasons that I could get into. Um, I mean, like Patrick Bet David with the starting the media company, selling his like multi-million-dollar insurance company or whatever, but like or banking or whatever. But
Yeah,
like
but I
basically,
um I was doing some work yesterday. I heard someone was listening to his podcast. He also does like sales leadership training for people who have like five others beneath them. So I mean, he's doing like a course thing for that too. Well, not a course, but it's an in-person training. So
but I think ultimately we get to the point where we start doing that. I mean, this is really the thing. Like at the end of the day,
I think his training right there is just like, oh, you're highly motivated and you already managed to close $1 million and you have five people working for you. Here's the sales training. Work for me.
this company started, Week to Warrior started. You can look at the Kettlebell Club. I started Week to Warrior with the Kettlebell Club. That's on my Facebook,
No, this is ending in like
which
a
I
couple seconds.
started in like April of COVID 2020. And I started it to tell everyone all of my health and training secrets because a population that trains kettlebells and can kick ass is harder to oppress. So the fundamental impetus, and we'll just do another like I'll keep talking about this because
I
this is
need
like
to
really
eat.
you need to eat.
Yeah, I mean, I was just eating like
Just
jerky.
eat on the call.
I'm gonna cook, and we can do another call in like an hour or two.
Do a call while you're cooking, dude. I mean, this is the point. Like because then like people will be like, oh, I want to get the recipe for his meal. Like again, this like no one
Secret recipe.
understands
Fuck
YouTube.
off.
No, people fucking have gone viral for eating on cutting boards. People have gone viral for just eating on cutting boards. Like they like it's again, like maybe people want to watch us having a conference call while you cook a meal because we're acting out the values we're talking about while preaching them and doing the thing. Like there's so many things that come together because they ultimately want to be the sort of person, dude. Okay, Winston Churchill used to hold cabinet meetings in his fucking bathtub.